Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we got My Hero Academia episode 54. It is called Shiketsu High Lurking. So we just learned Shiketsu High is basically the rival to UA High. The only school that you could say is on par with UA is what they said last episode. And it's also got a student over there. I can't remember what his name is. But he was supposed to go to UA, and he scored better than basically everybody who was a recommended, because you know how they only had a certain people who were actually recommended to go to the UA, which was what, Todoroki and Momo, I think were the only two for UA. But this kid apparently was also recommended as well, and he actually scored higher than both of them, is what I think that they were saying. So he actually ended up going to Shiketsu High for who knows why. We know that he's super strong. I mean, he's also very, very, very excited to be here. He loves UA, is what he said last episode. So he was even saying, let's go plus ultra with them. So I'm excited to see what he can do. Obviously, this episode's got to be highlighting. Maybe we're going to find out why he ended up going to Shiketsu High instead of going to UA High. Who knows? But right now, we've also got every other school joining up to go against UA only. So UA's got to kind of come together and work together to hopefully fend them off. Only 100 people are going to pass this first round or whatever. We'll move forward. So who the heck knows what's going to happen, man? Obviously, we talked about how only 50% of people pass this thing. Now it's almost dropped down to 10%. So only 10% of people are going to pass this. And that's 10% of the entire 1,500 students that went there. Not 10% of UA High, 10% of the 1,500 people that went there. So that's absolutely crazy. So what is that? That's 150 students. Is that what it is? 150 students that'll pass, unless they're saying only 10% are going to move on to the next round, and then out of the 150% of those will pass. Not sure how that statistics actually plays out, but yeah, things are about to get intense right now for UA High, and hopefully they can keep people off, and we can get some of our students to graduate and win and get this license here. I say graduate, but certify for the license to be able to use their quirks and whatnot. So let's see what happens here, guys. Real fast, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. It would mean the world to me if you support the channel in that way. So please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, join us over on Patreon. Those of you guys who are with us on Patreon, shout out to you guys. Appreciate the heck out of y'all, man. And over on Patreon, guys, everything is unedited, usually a week early. So there won't be any cuts, won't be any like filter over the top. Just you, me, and reacting onto the episode. So join us over on Patreon. There are paid options, but again, those are options. It is currently free right now. So, but with all that being said, guys, I'm pumped. Let's get into this. This is episode 54, Shiketsu High Lurking.
The provisional licensing exam is upon us, and my classmates and I are doing all we can to make it through the first round.
If you can pass this test and get your provisional licenses, then you novice eggs will hatch into chicks. You'll be semi-pros.
If you like your class this year,
okay,
then
so I think it is that only 100 students
this.
actually move on, and then 50% of that actually will get the license.
UA is immediately crushed.
One for all! Full cooling! Shoot style!
Dark Shadow!
Got it!
So you think we'll be taken out? I don't really see a reason why I should have warned them. I doubt anything would have changed if I had. They're still going to have to overcome this either way. Real heroes could turn this situation around. Besides, if they become pros, they'll face villains who already know their quirks. Perhaps at UA, we look a little
That's why Aizawa was the
schools.
freaking teacher of the year, bro.
Hey, Eraser. I'm guessing a lot of our kids will think it's important to finish fast. Like the first ones to pass will be ranked as the top. So they'll want to attack immediately.
Yes, but teamwork is the key. The wise ones will cooperate and gather information together. But if they're seduced by the urge to win and rush to get points, they'll end up exposing themselves.
That makes me scared for
And then it's all
Bakugo.
over.
I'll take it from here. Just try not to be jealous when I end up finishing ahead of the rest of our class. But I'm sure you won't mind since I'll be reducing enemy numbers with this elegant attack.
What is his quirk?
Lock on! Boomerang. Crescent moon trajectory. My aim is always true. And since these projectiles are coming at them from underground, no one will have time to dodge. Ketsubutsu Academy second year, Itajiro Toteki. His quirk, Boomerang.
He can throw objects at any trajectory with stupidly precise aim, even underground.
Where are they gonna pop out?
And they go back to him, I'm guessing.
Sound amplification. Amplifier jack. Heartbeat distortion.
Ooh, good counter, good counter.
It won't help.
They're coming straight for me.
Oh shit.
Maximum strength and viscosity. Protect this bird. Acid beam.
Protect this perv.
Wow, thanks. That's such a great move.
Now, Dark
Cool,
Shadow.
man.
Piercing
He does look
Twilight
badass.
Dawn.
That's our boy Darkwing Duck, man.
Phew! That was close.
Ketsubutsu Academy, second
Telescopic.
year, Tatsumi Nakagame. Her quirk, telescopic. She can pull her body into itself like a turtle. It's actually pretty creepy when you see it in action.
Interesting. This isn't the Class A from the sports festival.
Everyone's holding back right now, watching for their opponent's blind spots and how they use their quirks. But at any moment, the real fight will begin.
All right.
At UA, you look further ahead than other schools. That's a pretty condescending thing to say, Eraser. Do you have any idea how many kids in this world want to be heroes? Strength of will is far more important than going to a famous school or having renown. When you think you're the stars and look down on others, you reveal your weaknesses. That's how you fail.
Out of the way!
Ooh.
The fences are too strong right now.
Aizawa's wife's countering her, man.
Maximum force! Trembling Earth!
What is his quirk? Earthquakes?
Not good. Everybody run!
What the heck is this?
We've got ultimate moves too. You didn't think you were the only ones, did you?
Ketsubutsu Academy, second
Vibrate.
year, Yoshindo. His quirk, Vibrate. He can
Yoshindo.
make anything he touches shake. However, the
actually has a
aftershocks
really cool
affect his
name.
body temporarily, making him immobile.
This breeze. Hey, no fair.
Why are just the balls getting sucked up?
Is this
I believe it's very important
what's
for
his
heroes
name?
to have passion.
The guy who was
And all
supposed to go
of
to
you are
UA.
fighting with it. Thank you. That's one
Inasa.
of my favorite things on earth to see.
It's one guy from Shiketsu High? What'd he say? It's hard to hear. Wait, what's he gonna do now that he's got our
It's hard to
balls?
hear. What'd he say?
Please let me join your fight and show my own passion. I'm so
This
looking
guy's
forward
frickin'-
to it.
So is his quirk wind? Damn.
It's about time somebody perked up and passed.
Ah! What? There are 120 people taken down! A single person managed to do that in just one attack?
120. He just took out 120 guys.
That's the stuff. I won.
Oh no, we've been split up. Is this what Ketsubutsu was
crap.
planning the entire time? I've got to find everyone, or at least somebody soon. If I'm alone, I'm done for. The other schools have had so much more time to work together and learn to make decisions in battle. We're behind by a whole year's worth of training, even with everything we experienced.
Inasa Yowarashi. He's the same year as you all, and received the top scores for students admitted through recommendations. But for some unknown reason, he turned down his acceptance to UA and went to Shiketsu.
If he had the top score for those with recommendations, then he must be even better than Todoroki.
Today I'm gonna do my best to learn from you. I really hope you don't mind.
Maximum force!
Trembling Earth!
It is really cool to see all these different quirks
These are
that we haven't been
strong students
introduced
from
yet.
all over the country. I don't know why, but I'm actually getting pretty excited about this.
That's that competitive spirit, baby. Oh, who's that?
What? This girl came out of nowhere.
Tag, you're it. Not smart. Staring off into space. But what's really weird is that you're in trouble and still smiling. Most people tend to go after opponents they've already got a lot of intel on since it's safest. That's why I tracked you down, because there's a good possibility that UA's students will be ganged up on. See, I didn't want to miss the chance to interact with such a prestigious school, and I've taken quite an interest in you.
You sure like to talk. Ketsubutsu Academy will show up to fight any second now. This is no time for a leisurely chat, but I'm sure she understands that. Does she have teammates coming to help her? Or is she just that overconfident? Doesn't matter. I've got to make sure I don't get taken out. Where'd she go? She couldn't have...
All I have to do is tap me with a ball, and that makes 2.
No way! Gotta counterattack! Or not?
Bro, what is her
She's
quirk?
gone.
Teleportation or something?
You think my quirk lets me disappear?
No!
That's not it. I was just hiding.
It wasn't your power at work?
No, that's just a technique. I make my opponent's eyes and ears blind and deaf to my presence. I want to know your deepest desires and what scares you.
Oh, shoot. Who's this?
Man, Shiketsu's trying to take him down too?
Not good. I'm trapped. I couldn't find anyone, and now I'm the target. The worst case scenario I thought of earlier is now a reality. This is it. Here they come. Dodge! Dodge! Dodge!
Dodge! Dodge!
Just keep avoiding them!
Are you okay?
Uraraka!
Uraraka.
Here, hurry!
What? Does she have a plan?
Don't let them escape!
Hey, watch where you're shooting!
That's why I have to train my legs now. So that I never
Yes,
fail to
sirree.
save anyone ever again.
Bro's got to hit leg day, man.
An opening!
Leg day sucks.
Because to help others, you have to be able to take care of yourself.
Yes, sirree. Woo. Dang, my man is strong. Oh, dude, you know that right now Uraraka is... Woo. She got them butterflies in her stomach and everything, bro.
You think. So, you should be ready
Imagine
for
being
this test.
saved by your crush like that.
Just like All Might said. Until my body is able to catch up to my quirk, I won't use One for All at 100%. Instead, I'll work on my legs.
Well, we finally had a 30th person pass. Still a pretty long way to go, though. Can't you kids speed this along for me?
Where'd
Can't
those
you guys
UA
just speed
brats
this
run
up
off
for
to?
me?
Are they gone?
You know what I would do, dude, in all the chaos? Is
Gotta be
I would just start
close.
tagging these random
Anyway,
people
this
who are
isn't working.
trying to team up on
There must
UA
be a
High.
better way to tag them.
You only gotta take out 2 and then you pass.
Anyone chasing us? No. Maybe they gave up.
Thanks, sorry. I really messed up back there, huh?
No, that's not true. You were outnumbered.
Bro, she is crushing so hard, man. Oh. Yo, what?
Let me guess. You're someone from Shiketsu?
I'm what?
Uraraka has been working on her quirk, training hard. She can even ignore its side effects for a short period of time and use it to make herself float without getting sick.
Ah.
But you haven't tried to use it at all,
That makes
even though you were
sense.
in danger. And even more suspicious, you exposed yourself to the enemy without a plan. That's not like the Uraraka I know. So who are you?
If you saved me, even though you knew I was a fake, does that mean you were trying to use me somehow?
No, I didn't have time to think that far ahead. I'd do it again, though, in a heartbeat. Because if you're not Uraraka, you couldn't have floated away back there. Falling from that height, you definitely would have injured yourself.
Oh, I see now. So you're just that good of a guy, huh? Where do you draw the line?
Holy what happened to your clothes? You're basically naked!
I'll get dressed when my mission's complete.
She scratched me? What's the matter with this girl?
What's the matter with this girl?
What? Tape? Midoriya, what's this enviable
There you go.
situation you're in? Zero! Uraraka!
There's a real Uraraka.
Those reflexes! And here things were just getting good. Too bad. I really wanted to talk to you some more. But not with so many people around.
What the heck is up with all these crazy ass girls that going after Midoriya,
Ochako
bro?
Uraraka. He really trusts you a lot, you know.
We can't underestimate how much those other schools have learned about us. They even know you and Uraraka are really good friends.
Probably because we were on the same cavalry battle team at the sports festival.
Yeah, that must be why.
Anyway, How'd you guys find me? It was perfect timing.
I just saw a fight and rushed over to help. We ran into each other along the way.
I'm glad we got to help.
Yeah, me too.
So we're a trio for now. What next?
I wish we could meet up with the rest of our class. We're way safer in numbers.
That's true, but 30
It's
people
crazy
have
that
already
bro's helmet
passed
looks
this
like a
test so
Scotch
far.
tape dispenser, dude.
We have
I
to
mean, I know
hurry.
his quirk is tape.
If we're gonna pass, we've got to earn some points.
I never like actually connected those dots till I just saw it right there up close.
The other schools are sticking together, moving around in groups of 10 or more. I could attack one of them, but there could be people with quirks I'm weak against. Ideally, the various teams would fight each other, bringing the numbers of each group down to something more manageable for me to pick off.
Where's Bakugo at?
That was pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the runner-up of the UA Sports Festival. The name's Todoroki, right? I can't believe you're out here wandering around all by
What is this?
yourself.
Everybody out here wearing these
Really
ninja
confident.
spits, bro.
But even if he is from UA High, acting alone is just asking for trouble.
Aren't you cool?
All right, come on. Frozen.
I can't move!
Let's go, Todoroki.
You're surprised? I thought you said you watched the sports festival.
Don't be cocky, we're prepared!
Even if I couldn't melt it, I should have at least made a mark.
Your fire won't work against any of my tools. Tungsten has a super high melting point. Well then, your pride will be your downfall.
All right, come on, Todoroki. Let's take these dudes out. Oh, that's the end of the episode? You gotta be kidding me, bro. Make sure there's no post-credit scenes here real fast. All right, all right, all right. Okay, we ain't got no post-credit scenes, bro. Gosh damn it, bro. That sucks so bad. I literally was like, how is the episode already over, bro? I feel like that episode was like 10 minutes long. But, geez, dude. I will say, like I said, one of my favorite parts of this whole thing is I love to see all these new quirks, man. This is really cool to see. Like, honestly, they got really unique with some of the ideas and the quirks that people have. Like, okay, the cloning one, cool, but like the bolt one, that's actually a really unique idea. You tell me where else have you ever seen of a superpower or anything like that where they're using, like, they can enlarge in the bolts and the nuts and stuff like that. Like, that's really cool. The nails. It's just kind of a unique quirk, you know what I'm saying? Like, not one that I would personally want for myself, but I'm just saying, like, it's really cool how they've come up with a lot of these unique style of quirks too. You know, even with what's his name, the tape quirk, super cool and unique. Like, it's just so different. You know what I mean? So I think it's so cool how they've come up with just all sorts of different abilities throughout the show for everybody. And that everybody basically has a different ability or like some version of a different ability where nobody really has the same style of quirk, essentially. Right? So I just think that's really cool, man. But all right. Well, next episode, man, I sure hope the Todoroki gets through this thing. I hope Midori gets through. Man, it's just tough because, like, I want everybody in class 1A to pass, but at the same time, it's like, if only 100 people can pass, and he said there was 53 people that passed so far, so like only 47 more people can pass, and those numbers are dwindling. So, and we haven't even seen where Bakugo's at yet. So I'm actually kind of surprised that Bakugo or Todoroki have not passed yet. I thought for sure they'd be one of the first ones to pass with, you know, the kid from Shiketsu or whatever. So, but I guess we'll find out in the next episode, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Have a fantastic day.